Welcome to Storytime. This is where we tell stories. It's been too long, right? This is a story called The Badger and the Unicorn. I'll move this over here. And it was written by me. I've had collaborators at least every time on these story times. This is the first one that I wrote all by myself. You ready for this? Let's go! It was a fine summer morning, and a badger and a unicorn were deciding on how to spend their day. They had many better things to do, but it was a beautiful day, and they decided they would spend it hunting for treasure. The badger spoke to the unicorn. "Let's not sit around and drink tea and eat cakes all day. Let us make good use of the sun and seek out some treasure." The unicorn loved the idea. Maybe we could find pirate treasure, or maybe some awesome vegetable treasure. Either one would be fine with me, agreed the badger. This is Pequeña Gamer, and this is Docs over there, as Giant said. Who you should all follow because he's like one of my favorites at the moment. So the pair gathered up their supplies, shovels, giant sacks for carrying loot, and enough snacks for several picnics. They filled their pockets and left their home, completely prepared for the day's adventures. While walking along a quiet road, the badger and the unicorn soon spotted some delicious, fruity treasures alongside the path. "Treasure ho!" exclaimed the badger. "What delicious-looking fruit!" "A great first find of the day," agreed the unicorn. "What bigger treasure could be imagined than fresh fruit in the morning sun?" "Too true, dear unicorn. Let's pick our fill and continue our hunt." Pockets were filled, smiles continued to shine, and the sun sang its glorious song. As they continued their walk, they came across a merchant who was pulling a large, covered cart. The badger spoke up. "Good morning, turtle. We are on a hunt for treasure, all kinds of treasure. Have you seen any treasure today?" "Well, hello, badger and unicorn. Today is your lucky day. Fate must have brought us together, for in fact, I have a full load of treasure right here in my cart." "Oh, really?" inquired the unicorn. "Do tell us what is under that cloth." The merchant's smile was as bright as the sun that day. "I have here in my cart the greatest gift of God to the planet Earth, the most divine discovery in modern times. An item so epic, so grand, so deliciously incredible. One taste of this treasure, and your search for the ultimate pleasure will be satisfied forever." The badger looked at the cart. He could not see under the cloth. He sniffed the air, but could smell nothing aside from the natural flora of the surrounding countryside. His curiosity was piqued. "Oh, merchant, you must reveal to us the secret of your treasure." The merchant's smile grew even larger. "My friends," he proclaimed, "prepare for the opportunity of a lifetime. Your lives will never be the same. You will see the world in a new light." "Okay, just show us already," snorted the unicorn. The merchant went on. "A new era in the universe, dreams coming true, Jesus coming down from heaven." Having had enough, the badger yanked the cover off the cart. "That's right, friends," exclaimed the merchant. "Coffee! The taste of pure bliss." "Coffee," said the badger. "No thanks. Do you have any tea?" No, I don't have any tea, yelled the merchant. He pulled the cover back on the cart and drove away as quickly as he could, which was not very fast at all, muttering under his breath the whole time. A bit saddened by the lack of tea treasure, the pair continued their trek. Let's take a moment to appreciate this. This is Evasive J, one of my favorite people in the world. The Badger and Unicorn found themselves in front of a large mansion. A bee was joyfully buzzing around in front of the house. Hello, friends. Would you like to join my cult? Asked the bee. Are there any perks for joining? Asked the Badger. Why, yes, answered the bee. Come inside and I will tell you all about it. That's the bee. The bee led them into his sitting room, offered them fresh honeycomb, and then began his pitch. My friends, these are dangerous and uncertain times we live in. Everyone needs the comfort and security of a clan, a cult, a family, if you will. And my cult, the cult of the Fancy Bee, is the greatest of all cults. Pay no mind to those filthy bird cultists. Turn away from those admittedly glorious Cthulhu cultists. We have honey. Do they have honey? No, my friends. No, they do not. The Badger wasn't convinced. Honey is nice, but we are looking for treasure. It is, Vegan Tyler. The bee continued. The greatest treasure of all is friendship, and that is what I offer you today. Friends by the thousands, and a beautiful queen to worship as well. But we can't fill our pockets with friendship, argued the Unicorn. And who needs thousands of friends, agreed the Badger. The bee was not ready to give up. I don't think you understand how the world works. You have to join a cult. I don't think so, said the Badger. But you do, said the bee. Nope, said the Badger. Yes, said the bee. The Unicorn snorted. Mr. B, your cult seems lovely, and I promise we will not join the birds or the Cthulhus, but we're not joining the Fancy Bees either, because we are quite busy today. That's right, said the Badger, and we must continue our hunt for treasure.
My creation is evolving.
Come, Unicorn, let us move while the sun still smiles. Ignoring the bees' further pleas, the Badger and the Unicorn filled their pockets with the remainder of the fresh honeycomb and left the bee cult mansion.
Nom 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 nom.
Thank you for the bits. It had been quite a day so far. The Badger and the Unicorn were getting hungry. Time for a picnic? Asked the Badger. Yes, please, agreed the Unicorn. Okay, let's see here. The Badger and the Unicorn spread out their snacks, their fruit, their honeycomb, and proceeded to enjoy their meal. But as they ate, ants began to appear. First just a couple, and then more and more began to arrive. And finally, the king of the ants himself appeared. That's Elianesh. Yo, said the king of the ants. Well, hello there, said the Badger. We are here for your food, said the king of the ants. The Badger looked at the Unicorn. These ants seem quite insistent, but do we really want to share our treasures? What do you think we should do? Well, said the unicorn, the bee did tell us that friendship was the greatest treasure. Maybe he was right. Do you think sharing our treasures with these ants would make them our friends? Wondered the badger. Do we trade our treasures for the treasure of friendship? The unicorn thought for a moment. I suppose that either way we'll have treasure. And sharing treasure for more treasure sounds like a winning strategy. I agree, said the badger. Okay, ants, we will share our food with you. So the badger, the unicorn, and the ants filled their souls with good food and friendship. The badger and the unicorn decided that they were satisfied with the success of their day and started the journey home. Along the way, they found a tiger sitting by the side of the road who seemed to be rather sad. Hello, tiger, said the badger. You seem sad. What is wrong? Can we help? Alas, said the tiger. I came out today to try to find some treasure, but I have found nothing. You see, I am a craftsman. I find treasure, take it home, and turn it into beautiful jewelry. But without any treasure, I cannot fulfill my destiny of artistic creation. The badger looked at the unicorn. What do we have left? He asked. We still have some fruit treasure, the unicorn replied, and some honey treasure too. The badger looked at the tiger, then spoke again to the unicorn. We have found treasure today, but what good is treasure if we keep it for ourselves? Have we learned anything today? The unicorn replied, I think we have learned today that treasure is meant to be shared, and that treasure becomes greater treasure when given away. Let's give our remaining treasure to this tiger, and perhaps he will turn it into beautiful jewelry and then give it away in turn, and the treasure will move from one life to another in a wonderful sequence of idealistic socialism. The badger agreed. So the real lesson is that capitalism is pure selfish trash, right? Yes, said the unicorn. We should not live to serve ourselves. We should spend every moment of every day trying to help others, with no regard for our own security. The badger understood everything. Isn't that exactly what Jesus was trying to teach? Yes, said the unicorn. Jesus was a very smart man, and all of his followers now dilute his words and say things like, I don't love money, I just work every day of my life in a job I hate and care only for myself because society dictates that I need to do this to survive. They forget the lesson of the bread and the fish, and the lesson of Elijah being fed by ravens, and the lesson of the rich man in the eye of the needle. They do not understand. There is no true faith in this world. Let us mourn for them. The badger knew that the unicorn spoke truth. He understood that men lead lives of quiet desperation, and he closed his eyes and silently mourned for the world. The badger and the unicorn gave the rest of their treasure to the tiger and walked the rest of the way home. What do I say after that? Come on, guys. Peace and love and happiness, not politics. Fuck politics. It's about kindness and sharing and giving. This has been a story called The Badger and the Unicorn. By me. I don't believe in Jesus either, Alienesh. But he was pretty smart, and he said some really smart shit that most people just completely and utterly misunderstand. You know what I mean? But he was a smart guy. If you know what he actually meant. And it's not what people fucking say he meant. Yeah, that's story time for today. If you want to watch more story times, just look in the panel below. I have a story time panel. You can watch all of them. There's like 15 or 16 of them or something. And I'll have this one on YouTube pretty soon. And yeah. Hope you enjoy it.